You talk about trying to win 2 out of 3. A great ERA during the day of 1.44 last year. And against these Buccos, seems like Jake has taken them hostage in his career. Get it? Pirates.
The Somalians, I got you.
Yeah.
Good beginning, and there's Niger Morgan leading off, taking ball 1. Slaps it foul down the left field side. Padres won here 4-3 in 11 innings on Friday night. Then last night a 10-1 Pittsburgh win. So the final game, the rubber game, Padres and Pirates here on this gorgeous Sunday afternoon.
Jake 5-1 with a 1.85 ERA against these Bucks.
Out into left field, and Chase Headley waiting on it. And that's the way this one begins. The San Diego defense has Headley, Garrett, and Giles in the outfield. Chris Burke getting the start at shortstop again. Luis Rodriguez had the reaction to something he ate yesterday. So Burke back at short for San Diego.
You hate to see anybody get sick, get hurt, whatever, but what a great opportunity for Chris Burke at short, and Brian Giles back in the lineup.
After a night off last night.
And he hated it. He wanted to be in there.
Ramon Vasquez batting in the 2 spot, playing second base for the Pirates. Pittsburgh made some player moves. They put Jack Wilson on the 15-day DL today. The left middle finger sprain. Called up Brian Bixler. Vasquez playing second base today.
I wonder if that hot smash off the bat that Jack Wilson had contributed to that injury.
You know, I asked that, and apparently it wasn't what initiated it, but it aggravated it. He had been dealing with that problem for a while, but on to the 15-day DL with that left middle finger sprain. And the first strikeout for Peavy, out number 2 in the top of the first.
It's got to be tough to hit during the day in the sunlight with a little bit of glare. Then you've got to deal with a guy named Jake Peavy who throws a slider about 89. Is that fair?
Well, Jake coming off.
It's not fair. It's the big leagues.
And Jake coming off his worst statistical outing in over a year.
Which was a fluke, I think. It's
no
going to
question.
happen. Hey, it happened to Steve Carlton. It happened to Nolan Ryan.
It does, but you don't think that Jake takes that personally? Thinking, hey, I gave up 6 in San Francisco in 6 innings?
Absolutely. And you know, it was one bad pitch. The grand slam to Renteria.
That was the difference.
Hanging slider. A lot of guys do that.
Brandon Moss goes around.
Now, when you see hitters swinging at Jake's slider and it ends up in the dirt, this means the late break. And look at where the ball is. It bounced in front of his foot, but out of the hand, it looks like it's straight, so they commit. Can't hit that. MC Hammer.
95 miles per hour, and it stays no balls, 2 strikes.
I remember Ed Lynch. Remember Eddie Lynch, former right-hander?
Cubs, yeah.
Cubs guy. He said one outing in spring training, Jake, his slider was biting so much, it looked like somebody put a pole out in front of home plate, and the ball was hitting the pole and just darting away from the hitters.
Just off the outside corner. That was this spring. I overheard that.
Yeah. What a great analogy, too.
Two outs, base is empty in the Pirates' first inning. And Peavy's 1-2 pitch to Brandon Moss. Gets him looking, 2 strikeouts in the first for Jake, and Pittsburgh goes down in order. Nothing across for the Pirates. San Diego coming up. take a look at the hitting nine for Bud Black's San Diego Padres, with Garrett leading off. Adrian back in the cleanup spot, coming in with a 7-game hitting streak and a .379 average against right-handed pitching on the season. And he has reached base safely with either a hit or a walk in every game on the year. Ross Allendorf is the starting pitcher.
Well, Ollendorf with the New York Yankees back in 07. That's when he made his major league debut. A little bit of time in 08. And then with the Pirates, not a lot of big league time, but some promising stuff. A sinker, a slider, and a changeup. High 80s, low 90s. Great build for a pitcher. I mean, look at the ham hocks on this guy. The calves, the thighs. He's just got a great build as a pitcher to give you a lot of innings and be a workhorse.
On the ground to the second baseman, Ramon Vasquez. The Pirates defense this afternoon has the LaRoche brothers on each corner, with Bixler and Vasquez up the middle. Robinson Diaz is doing the catching. Moss, Morgan, and Hinsky in the outfield. David Eckstein, the second baseman.
You know, Mark Neely, I learned something from you today.
You did?
Yeah.
It was a first, huh?
When we were going over the lineups, we were going over the scouting reports about this Pirate team. I said Robinson Diaz.
Which would be normal.
Right. But the correct pronunciation, obviously, for the Pirate catcher is Robinson Diaz.
Goes by Robinson Diaz.
So thank you very much.
Robinson was from the Dominican Republic. 25-year-old. John Russell, the manager for the Pirates. That's towards third and just foul. Both these teams come in with records of 10 wins and 7 losses, and both teams 2.5 games out of first place in their respective divisions, with the Padres chasing the Dodgers and the Pirates chasing the Cardinals. Towards the middle, and the shortstop Bixler just up from AAA. 2 ground ball outs. There's Bixler, who landed, I was told, at 10:45 this morning. So he has not been in town all that long, and right into the lineup.
Well, thank goodness that Lindbergh Field's not that far away from Petco Park.
Right.
So just get your luggage and jump in a cab and head on over to the ballpark.
Bases are empty for right fielder Brian Giles. Rips it on the ground and past the second baseman Vasquez into right field. What a game-winning RBI single in the 11th inning the other night. Maybe just what Brian needs to get going offensively.
And he will get going. There's no doubt about that. Over the course of his career, he's had some slow starts at times, but finish up around 300. There will be a time when Brian Giles gets hot, and hopefully that base knock starts a streak.
For Giles, his 841st career hit as a Padre, leaving him just 1 behind Phil Nevin for 5th all-time in Padres history. And the cleanup hitter, Adrian Gonzalez. Winters today with a 7-game hitting streak. Gets jammed and fouls it off. Ross Ollendorf, as Mudd mentioned, came over from the Yankees in the trade involving Xavier Nady. Giles bluffs like he's running, and the pitch is inside to Gonzalez. Ollendorf is from Austin, Texas. 6'4", 235-pounder, but played collegiately at Princeton. He has something in common with Chris Young. Check on Giles. Ohlendorf made his big league debut with the Yankees in 2007, making 6 relief appearances, 25 appearances for New York in 2008 before the trade, and made 5 starts a year ago for the Pirates after the trade. A check swing. They appeal down to third base umpire Charlie Relaford.
Busy year last year for Ohlendorf. You mentioned the Yankees in 08, only 25 games, but then Scranton, Indianapolis, and then the trade to Pittsburgh. Four cities in 1 year.
Don't unpack for too long.
No.
Which the game of baseball has travel constantly anyway, but it has to be a bit.
It is
upsetting when you don't have a home,
especially when you have a family. I mean, a lot of guys maybe newlyweds and been married, a few years and don't have kids yet.
Adrian gets into one, deep right center field. Watch this one fly out of here. Number 7 on the season, 2-0 Padres. With that home run, Adrian ties his own record for most home runs in team history in the month of April.
There are balls hit here at Petco Park to where off the bat you kind of hold your breath a little bit. But on a day game like today, the wind, just a slight little breeze to right field. Off the bat, this was a no-doubter.
First home run that Ohlendorf has allowed this year at over 18 innings pitched.
Well, how sweet is that swing? Going to the sandbox and beyond.
Yeah. RBIs 14 and 15 for Adrian.
How many sandcastles can he wreck this year? That's what I want to know.
Can we keep that stat?
Sure.
It'd be a fun one to maintain. The 1-1 to Chase. Sends one to right. Hinsky, though, with room in front of the warning track. What a good first for San Diego. A little 2-out rally. The Giles single and the Adrian Gonzalez 2-run home run. After an inning for Petco. 2-0 San Diego. Into the top of the second. Cleanup hitter for the Pirates, Adam LaRoche leading off. He takes a first pitch strike from Jake Peavy. 2-0 San Diego on the Adrian Gonzalez home run. Number 7 on the season.
And that was some kind of nice.
Oh, Jake's got the early lead. Well, the Pirates scored 10 runs last night, even though their cleanup hitter, Adam LaRoche, went 0 for 4. Did have a walk late in the game, but in cleanup time.
That's what we were talking about in the pregame show, about how other guys in the lineup, even when a guy goes 0 for, other guys are picking each other up. By the way, that Adrian Gonzalez home run,
a blast.
Farthest ever here at Petco Park. 458 feet.
Holy mackerel.
Put that in your pipe and smoked it.
Hello. 458. We have liftoff. Previous high was 453. Andrew Jones then playing with the Braves July of 06. Russell Branyan then with the Padres hit 453 not long after that, September of 06. Leadoff walk to Adam LaRoche. Hey, create your own Padres collectible using your favorite photos at the photo store on Padres.com. In 3 easy steps, you can make your very own Padres memory. Go to Padres.com today. If you happen to snap a photo of that 458 home run, 58-foot home run, that's good memory right there.
I want to thank Eric Meyer from the Padres production here, who do such a fine job coming in and telling us that information.
Harry Kinske, the tying run at the plate, pulls it foul. There's a little bit of ballpark history.
Wow. Did somebody catch it on the fly or no?
You got a hand on it.
Gotta bring your glove.
So now there's a precedent set. If you're 458 feet away in that part of the ballpark, you need to bring your glove. There's been a ball hit out there.
You never know when you're going to get a baseball hit at you.
Which also gives Adrian Gonzalez now an 8-game hitting streak. 2 hits last night for Eric Kinske. And an RBI, the 1-2.
Sounded like a strike up here.
Just off that outside corner.
Henry Blanco's got the sweet guante working today. You catch it in the glove. That, you know, after second look, that's probably a ball. Off the plate just a tad. I've always felt that's an intimidating force to the opposition when you've got a catcher who's got that sweet glove with the pop. Although Jake Peavy doesn't need that because he's got electric stuff anyway.
So you're saying not only location, but audio and sound can help sell it a little bit.
I think it sells it, yes, quite nicely. Suave, suave, tranquilo. Tell him take it easy. Nice and easy, outer half. There you go.
First out of the inning and the 3rd strikeout already for Peavy. With 29 on the season.
That's a slider or a cutter, backdoor style.
I was going to say slider on that one.
Yeah.
Jake off to the good beginning.
They might be putting up a lot of Ks today.
And the one backwards K that got Moss looking to in the first. Third baseman Andy LaRoche comes in with a 9-game hitting streak. He's in a hole 0-2. Couple of RBIs for Andy in last night's game. One on a sac fly, one on a double. Didn't get him to fish. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 10-1 Pirates last night. Maybe in some ways that game was overdue. We really hadn't had a big one-sided game yet.
That's going to happen.
It does.
Happens to the best teams every year.
Always up, and it's fading into shallow center and drops in for a base hit. Adam LaRoche had to wait to see if that was going to drop in. It does. So now you have the LaRoche brothers on base, 2 on, 1 out. And the first hit against Peavy today.
Jody Garrett trying to do everything he can to try to deke the runner. As we take a look, that's a jam shot. That's up and in, and a riding fastball at that. Looks like the outfield was being overseeded or something. You see when the ball hits, all that stuff pops up. Luke Yoder taking care of the big garden spot out here at Petco Park. He's the best in baseball, by the way, I might add.
Robinson Diaz, the catcher. Playing for the first time this season. 6 games down at AAA Indianapolis. One ball, 1 strike.
I don't think Robinson Diaz has seen sliders like that down in Dunedin in the Florida State League.
Don't think so?
No. Not at all. Signed in 2001 with the Toronto Blue Jays, with the Dominican League down there. And you can see his back foot right on the line. That is legal. You can do that.
On the ground softly to first. Adrian takes it himself. The other runners will advance. Adam LaRoche to third. Andy LaRoche down to second. 2 outs. It'll bring up Brian Bixler, who, as we mentioned earlier, just arrived in town late morning. Called up from AAA Indianapolis after Jack Wilson was placed on the disabled list. Hitting .327 at AAA and had a very good spring. Out in Bradenton, Florida.
You know, I was reading the media guide on Bixler. I think he's from the home of where Callahan brake pads are made.
In Ohio?
Sandusky, Ohio. Isn't that where Tommy Boy's from? The Callahan factory was going to go down, and they brought it back. Maybe he was a big part of saving the
business, the family business. Strike call, 2-1. Now the Padres made a transaction of their own. Sean Hill placed on the 15-day DL today due to elbow inflammation. Drew Macias called up from Portland.
I like what I saw in Drew Macias in spring training. Didn't see a lot of him, but I like his swing. Wow, Jake is just... I know we're only in the second inning, folks. If you take a look at Drew Macias. But Jake he's right on today.
For a strikeout, and indeed put another one on the board. Milwaukee hit, 2 men left after an inning and a half. 2-0 San Diego. Kids 14 and younger receive a Padres t-shirt presented by Union Bank of California. Get your tickets early and save at Padres.com. Kuz, Blanco, and Burke, the 6, 7, and 8 batters in the Padres' second. Ollendorf misses high.
Yeah, I've said this before, but I'm not ashamed to say it again. But are we so fortunate to live here in San Diego and have a day like this at this ballpark? It is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm guilty of it. Guilty as charged, Your Honor. I take days like this for granted. I mean, look at this. This is unbelievable.
Picture postcard. Here look at Point Loma and Coronado. .288 average for Kuzminoff with a homer and 6 RBIs. And he's got the count in his favor, 3-0.
Hey, make him throw you a strike. You get to see more pitches. There you go.
That's pretty rare from Ollendorf, who had only walked 3 on the season coming in 18 innings.
I know Ollendorf is trying to concentrate to keep the sinker down, but that sinker was actually in the dirt. Usually when you see a sinker in the dirt, it's when you want to maybe put a guy away with 2 strikes, but that was a 3-0 one.
Catcher Henry Blanco. That's 5 straight out of the zone from Ollendorf to begin the inning. Henry used as a pinch hitter late in last night's game. He takes a strike. And in a game that was one-sided, a chance for him to get an at-bat in last night's game.
Yep.
Now he's seen some pitching.
Good call.
He's not totally cold offensively coming into this game. There goes the runner. Hit on one hop to the shortstop. Bixler recovers, stretched down the line, and holding the back, Adam LaRoche. Sound like the bat broke for Blanco. I'm not sure what to call that. It wasn't a hit and run. He pulled it to the left side. An unusual play.
Yeah, Bixler going to his right. No chance for him to get that runner at second base on the force. Kuz, he was off the crack of the bat because, let's watch. Oh, he was going. He was going on the pitch. So broken bat, no chance at second base. The ball took a tricky hop on Bixler also. Kind of checked up on him a little bit, looks like.
Blocked by Diaz. And takes a look down to second. Kuz diving back. Padres leading 2-0 thanks to an Adrian Gonzalez home run in the first. Long look by Ollendorf, who now steps off. (2-0). Ollendorf in his last start against Florida on the 20th, 6 days ago. 7 scoreless innings. He allowed only 2 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Got the win as they shut out the Marlins 8-0. And Florida was red hot at the time. Marlins, by the way, got smoked by Philly today, 13-2. So the Marlins have come back down to earth.
Jamie Moyer getting the victory in that one.
Florida's now lost 6 in a row. They were 11-1. And now they're 11-7, but still leading the NL East. You know, the Padres got rained out in Philadelphia and we're supposed to see Jamie Moyer. Maybe that's not a bad thing that we didn't see Jamie Moyer.
Right.
2-1 to Chris Burke. It's jammed, it pulls it foul.
Yeah, you can see where Ollendorf has the potential of going deep in games and being a bona fide big league pitcher. Heavy sinker, good slider. And I've seen when he's at his best, if he doesn't try to overthrow, that sinker's going to do nice things for him. He's going to break a lot of bats, get a lot of ground balls.
Oh, just missing, and it's a full count.
That's one of those pitches as a pitcher that you want. I think that's a strike. I think Chris Burke may have caught a break there.
Peavy waiting. The 3-2. Ohlendorf was the starting pitcher in the season finale here last year in San Diego. In 4 2/3 innings, allowed 1 earned run. Did not qualify for the win since he didn't go 5, but had a pretty good outing on September 28th, 2008.
You know what's going to be interesting, Mark, is when the season goes on and the next time the Padres see these Pirates are going to be in September. 18th, 19th, 20th, a 3-game series on a weekend. 4-game series. It's a wraparound series. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And see where these Pittsburgh Pirates are then in September. That's the one thing that I do enjoy about seeing a team early and then seeing them late. Turnover in the roster. How they're all hitting, how they're pitching.
Well, Ohlendorf, who'd only walked 3 batters all season coming into this inning, has now walked 2 in the frame. Ahead of Peavy coming up.
Very nice plate appearance by Chris Burke. Goes back to that one pitch that was right on the outside corner, about knee high. Probably could have went either way, but Ohlendorf did not get the call. It's a big league hang with him.
Jake has a couple of sacrifice bunts on the season. 0 for 6 overall. They'll try to move him along with 1 out. He takes the first pitch strike.
So many things can happen in this situation. Jake Peavy, who can swing a nice bat. He squared around the first time. Will he square around again or fake square, then pull back and swing? I think early in the game you want to try to get that runner over.
Gets it down. Ohlendorf's only play is at first. A 1-4 sack bunt. Peavy gets his 3rd sacrifice of the season. Getting it done.
Getting it done nicely. Great technique. Barrel of the bat up. Hitting the top half of the baseball and deading that ball perfectly. Letting the top of the order try to bring those 2 runs home.
Kuzminoff led off the inning with a walk. Chris Burke, the trailing runner, at second with 2 outs. Jody Garrett grounded out to second his first time. He's out in front of that. Strike 1. Blocked up the line by Diaz.
Well, once again, another sinker in the dirt. You don't see too many guys throw fastballs, sinkers in the dirt. Unless, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, there's 2 strikes and you want to try to have a guy go fish for one, right? But early in the count like that, I mean, maybe Ohlendorf's probably thinking, I've got to really concentrate on keeping the ball down. He's just yanking it a little bit.
One pitch. Looks like it's going to go foul, and does. Brings back a little flashback earlier in the series when Garrett hit one down the line and right. That went foul near the pole. It would have been the game winner, but Left that up to Giles in the 11th inning on Friday.
How about those Rockies in the 6th in Colorado, shutting out the Dodgers 9-0.
They're due for that because the Dodgers have had their number in that series. Colorado's lost 3 in a row and 8 of their last 10. Check swing, appeal. Oh, he says Charlie Relaford.
We have the luxury of slowing it down, and I think he went.
He did. So got a break there.
Jody catches a break, you bet.
The 2-2. Couple of walks in the inning do not hurt Ohlendorf. And the Padres strand 2. The end of 2-0 San Diego.
Price of one in select seating sections.
2-for-1 prices on tickets and Wiener Schnitzel hot dogs Thursday, May 7th with Padres 2-for-1 getaway days presented by Southwest Airlines. Peavy facing his counterpart Ross Ohlendorf. And he hits it on one hop out to Eckstein. And one quick out in the top of the 3rd. We're joined by Troy Johnson. Post Brainwave here on Channel 4. Great to have you out at the ballpark. What have you been up to?
Thanks a lot. Well, you know it, though. The inning that I'm on, 1 pitch out. We're going to have 3 pitches. That's it.
Well, we had Sam on last night. It was a quick inning. But what have you been up to?
Absolutely nothing. I've become the Wink Martindale, Alec Trebek of high school kids in San Diego, in Southern California. I got the jackets to prove it. I'm telling you, Mud. They're fantastic. Yeah, nothing. You know, since the out of left field days, I'm living down by the docks, busking with my flugelhorn. And selling tapes of out of left field on the black market. Yeah, it's been a good racket. Yeah.
So just doing what you have to do.
Do what I have to do. Absolutely.
You definitely have a passion for it. And tell us how you prepare for your gig. I mean, you get to see fresh, smart high school students who are going to be our future. But it seems like you have a passion for that. You have fun with it.
You know what, Mark, to be honest with you, I thought I was done with TV until Abby Smith, the producer, called me up and wanted to do the show. And I was excited about being around some of the smartest kids that I'm ever going to meet in my life. These people are either going to rule the world or they're going to destroy it. I think they're going to rule it, though, because they're frighteningly smart. I mean, these people have massive inflammation of the brain, and we're talking about some of the brightest high schoolers in Southern California. But, you know, they're not they're actually socially adept, too. And I get to hang out with them, and there's this unbridled energy and, you know, and I get to be the Alex Trebek of their world.
And you get to see the answers, though, right? You go over the answers before you ask the questions, right?
Oh, I wouldn't go in there without knowing the answers.
Do you ever, like, quiz just for fun?
Right.
Before a show, you're getting a list of questions. Do you ever kind of try to quiz yourself? Oh, yeah, I'll try to get all these, and then how many do you actually get right?
I'm not into self-torture. My self-esteem can only go so low. No, I would never try to answer these questions.
Morgan, who leads the National League in steals, is gunned down by Henry Blanco for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, so these questions, anyways, these guys are...
Okay, Troy, was he safe or out?
I think he was safe,
Henry
Mark.
Blanco's got a great arm. Oh, looked like he got the tag down.
Oh,
Left
he's out.
hand was in.
I thought he was safe.
Yeah, I thought the left hand got him.
Padres catching some breaks today.
They are.
But like in your business, it's either a right or wrong answer. There's not like, close, but maybe no.
Yeah, there's definitely gray areas of knowledge, too. That was a gray area right there, Mark. I'm not going to give you that he was definitely
Hey,
safe.
look there. There's 3 outs.
Oh, the ground is short. Vasquez.
Wouldn't you know it?
He's going to stay for another half inning.
All right, we're going to keep you around, Troy, for another half inning because I want to know if perhaps this was massive inflammation of the brain.
That is cranial inflammation right there.
We need to answer that question when we come back. Lolita's at the park, just across from Petco. And by MTS. Save gas, save money. Ride MTS to Petco Park. For more information, log on to www.sdmts.com. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. Heading to the bottom of the third inning. Padres leading 2-0 on an Adrian Gonzalez home run. Troy back with us. All right. I know there's inflammation, but I don't know if it's caused by the brain. Because that's one of the biggest domes
There's
I've ever
a
seen.
lot of knowledge of it.
Well, I think we're going to have the broadcaster version of Brainwave coming up.
That would be
how
fun.
you guys would do.
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, see your medieval history if you know that. See if you're...
You mentioned something in between the break, which I thought was quite fascinating. You had the team champion from Jeopardy on your show?
The team champion from Jeopardy, yes. From Rancho Bernardo High School. This man had intellectual ESP. I mean, he was able to answer the questions on our quiz show before I even got them out of my mouth. Again, one of the most scariest individuals I've ever seen. I mean, when you see intelligence like that, it's just, you kind of tremor a little bit, but the world's in good hands. But I met his parents, and his parents seemed really nice and upstanding people, so I think they're going to steer him in the right direction. But he won $75,000 on Team Jeopardy. And, and if he goes to the finals, we haven't done our finals yet, they're in June. If he goes to the finals for our show, there's another $15,000 in it for him.
Very nice. But he's from Rancho Bernardo, you said?
Rancho Bernardo, yeah. My neck of the woods. It's the most boring part of San Diego. North County, inland. I wear it proud.
Well, let me ask you this, Troy. How are high schoolers different now from, say, when you were in high school?
Well, they don't pass notes anymore. I learned that. Notes are out.
No.
Yeah, they text each other. These kids...
Look out, Eck. Fortunately, up quickly and on his way to first.
Two-seam fastball, just trying to bury it in, and David Eckstein turning the right way. That's the proper way of doing it, trying to get the hands out of the way. And luckily, that was a glancing blow. Kind of tough to tell where he actually was hit.
Well, Eckstein is on to begin the third. Troy, we do appreciate your time. We look forward to seeing you on Brainwave.
Absolutely. Thank you. You can actually check out the show after the game today. And,
outstanding.
Yeah, Cerebral Championships coming up.
Troy, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me on, brother.
Okay.
All right.
Double play ball to Vasquez. Bixler, LaRoche, and 4-6-3 quickly erases Eckstein. 2 outs. Pittsburgh turning their 9th double play of the season. And the bases are empty. Adrian Gonzalez slugged a 2-run home run his first at bat, hitting it 458 feet, longest home run in ballpark history. Up there hacking and fouls it back. Take you back to the first inning. And this one went a long way over the beach. That's the blow that has accounted for all the scoring to this point. He's tied his own record, which is shared by Ryan Klesko, Rondell White, and Ken Caminetti for most home runs in the month of April in franchise history. So he has, what, 4 or 5 days left? 4 days left.
Yeah, and as we mentioned the other day, in Colorado, starting tomorrow. So, and the one thing we always mention going into Colorado is for guys, and Jim Lefebvre will be the first to say this, to not change your swing. You start trying to uppercut a little bit, that's when you run into some problems.
Pretty good hack there again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3 in Colorado and then 4 in Los Angeles against the Dodgers on this upcoming road trip. Before returning home for 4, 2 against Colorado and 2 against Arizona. First time to see the Diamondbacks coming up on the next homestand. 2-2 pitch. Getting jammed, he pulls it foul. Chris Young will throw game 1 of the series in Colorado tomorrow night against Jason Hamill for the Rockies. Ohlendorf's 2-2. And it's a full count. High to Dealers pregame show comes your way at 5:15 Pacific time tomorrow. From Coors Field in Denver. To Adrian Gonzalez. Just off the outside corner. The third walk allowed by Ohlendorf, who again came in having walked 3 hitters total on the season in 18 innings.
And good patience by Adrian that at bat, because we mentioned the home run in the first inning. He put a great swing on it. You can see Ohlendorf being careful with that. And he wants to face Chase Headley here with 2 outs.
Chase fly to deep right field in the first inning, sending Hinske back to the edge of the warning track. Grounds this one right side. Vasquez over in the hole, spins, and from the outfield grass throws him out. A double play, a walk, and a man left on, and the Padres have stranded 3. At the end of 3, it's 2-0 Padres. for this afternoon.
Fly.
Which 5 players were in the original Hall of Fame class? Let me try that again. 5 players were in the original Hall of Fame class. Can you name them? First pitch swinging. Brandon Moss lines it right back through the box and into center field. That is hit number 3 for the Pirates.
You might see some Bucco batters swinging early in the count as we go into the 4th inning. Jake gets this one right back up the middle. It's amazing what the human body can do when you've got a pellet coming right at your noggin to get out of the way. And the reason why I say that is because swing it fast but getting back to being aggressive early. They don't want to see that Jake Peavy slider when they're in the hole 2 strikes. Can you blame them?
Not at all.
So if they get a good fastball early in the count, they're going to be hacking, I think.
Adam LaRoche walked his first time up. Skies this foul down the third base side. Padres with 2 runs on 2 hits, and the Pirates scoreless on 3 hits. Look at those numbers. LaRoche, though, 0 for 7 in this series. Off the outside edge, 2 balls and a strike. The outer half, 2-2.
Thank you. Larry Vanover has got the extended zone. Looks like a little bit maybe on the outside corner and down a little bit. Nothing wrong with that.
Instead of 3-1, you're looking at 2-2 here.
See if Jake goes right back out there.
Blanco sets up away. Off the end of the bat foul.
Well, up in San Francisco, I take that back. Over in Arizona, top of the 4th, and the Diamondbacks lead the Giants 1-0. Got the roof open in the desert. Beautiful day in Phoenix.
Full count on Adam LaRoche. See if they want to start Brandon Moss here. Nobody out.
I was just going to say, because Jake's most likely, I'm guessing, sinker here. So if you get a sinker, you put it on the ground, the greater chance for a double play. So John Russell might want to stay out of that double play and send that runner.
Not running. Fouled at the plate. Every game of this 3-game series. San Diego won 4-3 and 11 on Friday. Last night, all Pirates 10-1. Adrian Gonzalez's 2-run homer in the first today has accounted for all the scoring. Pirates have the tying run at the plate. Adam LaRoche, who's hit 3 out so far this season. And he walked him. Second time he's walked Adam LaRoche, and 2 on, nobody out, and Peavy already up to 56 pitches here in the 4th.
Well, he pitched out of the jam in that second inning.
Yeah, 2 on, 1 out
in
that inning. Now 2 on, nobody out for Eric Kinski. Fanned in the second. Kinski, who has played in the World Series each of the last 2 years. Last year with Tampa Bay, 2 years ago with the Red Sox.
20 home runs last year with the Rays, so he's one of those guys in this situation, in this lineup, since they don't have Ryan Domit. And this is what John Russell's looking for here, maybe a 3-run shot. The guy who can put the ball out of the ballpark.
Eric Hinske was the 2002 American League Rookie of the Year with Toronto. With 24 homers in his rookie campaign. To Blanco's left, and each runner will advance. A wild pitch. Well, a base hit could tie this game.
Slider just crept up the wrist, the glove hand wrist of Henry Blanco.
The runners are at second and third with nobody out, and a 2-1 count on Eric Hinske. Right at him with the fastball, 2-2. Hinske in the series 3 out of 9 with a couple of runs batted in. 2-2 pitch. Foul tip off Blanco. And he continues for Hinske.
That's what's frustrating as a pitcher, and also as Henry Blanco behind the plate is probably upset because he wants to pick up Jake Peavy and hold on to that foul tip. But when you throw a biting slider like Jake Peavy and the guy tips it at the plate, that's tough to hang on to. That ball's got to find your glove. It's not like you can make an adjustment. There's no way.
Busted him in and just missed, and it's a full count.
Well, Jake not missing by much. Carl's Jr. pitch track just off the plate.
First base open, nobody out. And a 3-2 coming to Hinske.
He'll throw that slider anytime. He did it right there. As you mentioned, Mark, first base open, not a bad pitch. He'd rather throw a breaking ball 3-2. If you miss, you load the bases. You take your chances with a right-handed hitter and LaRoche on deck. Maybe work for a grounder.
There's Andy LaRoche waiting next. Hinske hanging in, keeps it 3-2. Already 8 pitches in this plate appearance to Hinske. For Peavy, pitch number 65 on the afternoon. And Hinske's going to see at least one more. Peavy threw 8 pitches to Adam LaRoche before walking him. Now he's already thrown 9 to Hinske with a full count. Runners at second and third, nobody out, top of the fourth. Another 3-2 pitch.
Fastball in.
Got it. Hinske thought it was ball 4. And says so to Larry Vanover.
Well, Jake went in with the 2-seam fastball in the inner part of the plate. We got the pitch tracks. And Hinske agrees with the pitch tracks. Off the plate, says, no way.
Andy LaRoche, the third baseman, takes up and away. There's Peavy. You can hear him putting in a little extra on that one. Gets a visit from Blanco. But it's fortunate bases aren't loaded right here with nobody out. Peavy allowed a single to center to Andy LaRoche in the second inning. He serves up the 1-0. Line fouled on the right field side. Nearing 70 pitches. And the pitch count has been steadily rising here in the top of the fourth. Just fouled right near the bag. That was nearly big trouble and almost tied this game. Just kind of flipped the bat out there and almost kept it inside the line.
I've seen a couple swings like that this afternoon. How close? Just foul. Easy for a hitter to just throw that bat out and get that outside corner than to adjust to a two-seamer on the inside part of the plate.
Well, that's back-to-back strikeouts and now 2 away. Six overall Ks for Peavy.
Went with the slider and almost looked like a two-part swing, maybe a three-part swing from LaRoche. Bad body language. He may have been guessing another pitch.
Robinson Diaz lines it into right center for a base hit. 1 run in. Here comes LaRoche for the plate, and he will score a 2-run single for Robinson Diaz, and it's 2-2. Well, Peavy fighting his way back in this inning, and Diaz comes up, jumps on the first pitch, and ties the game.
And I believe it was a first pitch breaking ball. Yes, it was. Thought maybe Brian Giles had a chance to throw him out at the plate. That runner at second base, but comes up short.
First hit of the season for Robinson Diaz and his first RBIs. Ball 1 to Brian Bixler. Bixler fanned in the second.
That's just so frustrating because the hit, the walk, and then you battle back. You strike out 2 good hitters, and then all of a sudden the rookie comes up. And I think if you ask Jake, you know, it wasn't the pitch. I think he'd be the first to say it was just the first pitch location. The slider was up, enabling him to take it the opposite way. If that pitch is down by the knees where he wanted it on the outside part of the plate, no chance.
And now he's 3-0 on Bixler. Second walk of the inning, and third of the game for Peavy. Aaron Balsley pops out of the dugout.
Well, Jake has thrown a lot of pitches. He still is strong, though. The slider's still biting. Good movement on the two-seam fastball. Just a little breather from pitching coach Darren Balsley. I don't think there's anybody out there who knows Jake Peavy better than Darren. So he knows when to go out there, what to tell him. Jake's got his game plan down.
Pitcher coming up, Ross Ohlendorf. Two on, 2 outs, and 2 runs in the Pirates' 4th inning. Nearly 30 pitches in this inning for Peavy. On the inside corner, 0-2.
Jake had that one inning where he threw 44, right?
That was the first inning. in New York.
In New York.
Orndorff puts it in play to the second baseman Eckstein, and the top of the fourth concludes, but not before the Pirates get two. And a two-run single from Diaz, and it's tied up in San Diego. To Armed Forces Program. For more information, visit sdarc.org. Always great to have him here on a Sunday afternoon. Well, now Ross Ohlendorf has seen his team come back and tie this game 2-2 into the San Diego fourth inning.
Well, Jake Peavy has thrown a lot of pitches, but he still has strong stuff. New game here in the bottom of the fourth. And still just the second time around for the bottom of the order for the Padres.
And that means Kuzminoff, Blanco, and Burke. And here's Kevin to lead off. Walked leading off the second, but was stranded at third base. Pirates and Padres in the rubber game of this three-game series. Shot towards third, charged and snagged by Andy LaRoche. Let's answer our Aflac trivia question, and it was which 5 players were in the original Hall of Fame class? There was a Pirate, a Tiger, a Yankee, a Senator, and a Giant. Honus Wagner, Ty Cobb, Christy Mathewson, Babe Ruth, and Walter Johnson.
That's a pretty darn good class, I would say. Those guys were pretty good.
Yeah, hard to go wrong with any of those 5. Check swing, your Blanco goes. Henry grounded out to short in the second inning. One out, nobody on in the Padres' fourth inning. Two-run homer from Adrian Gonzalez in the first, and Robinson Diaz with a 2-out, 2-run single that tied it up in the top of this inning. Grounded sharply, but behind the bag at third, Andy LaRoche. Stepping into foul ground, Adam LaRoche comes up with it. The Flying Dutchman Honus Wagner, part of the first class to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. He won 8 National League batting titles. He really was the first great shortstop in Major League history.
I was going to say, check out the boiler on him. That had to be later in his career. That's probably obviously when he was not playing, when he was probably coaching or something. That's a uniform right there that hadn't been washed in a week because they didn't have the clubhouse like they have these days. We're in the flannels after playing in 98-degree weather, just hanging up in the locker. I would love to smell that locker room after a Sunday day game.
Honus Wagner, one of the great superstars, really about 100 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Burke walked and was stranded in the second inning. Fouls that away right side. There's the first ever Hall of Fame induction class. Honus Wagner, upper left. Grover Cleveland Alexander is a Tris speaker. George Sisler standing next to Walter Johnson on the top row.
You know, I don't have a lot of baseball stuff in my house, but if I were to hang a picture on my office wall, that's one that I would love to have.
Eddie Collins, Babe Ruth, Connie Mack.
That is very cool.
I'd like to have been in Cooperstown for that day.
Oh, yeah.
Burke sends it in the air, foul. A 1-2 from Ohlendorf. Burke making the start for the second straight game. And actually has appeared in every game in the series as he scored the game-winning run in the 11th inning here on Friday night. 3-2.
You been to Cooperstown, Mark?
I have not. And obviously would love to go someday, but I know the team was there last year, though they did not play because the game was rained out.
Yeah, I've yet to go to Cooperstown. Haven't been there yet.
Chopped out to short, Brian Bixler. And the Padres go down in order for the first time this afternoon. At the end of 4, Pittsburgh 2, San Diego 2.
Big game recast brought to you, as always, by Murray Lamper Construction. If you need a custom designed second story, a room addition, or a kitchen, call the pros at Murray Lamper Construction. They're winners of the 2008 Torch Award for Marketplace Ethics. It's always good to be ethical.
A fine quality to pass along to the youngsters as well. Top of the order up in the Pirates' fifth. Niger Morgan is 1 for 2. Single to left field his last time up, but then was caught stealing. Peavy's 2-0. Two and 2. Peavy coming off a 31-pitch fourth inning in which the Pirates tied the game. And that's into left center for a base hit. And Morgan, wide turn with his speed. You got to get it back in quickly. A leadoff single for Morgan, his second hit.
Every leadoff hitter should do just that. Single to the outfield, take that big turn. It puts pressure on the outfielders, and they know that if one little bobble in that glove, and a guy like Morgan can be on second base. I love to see that.
The National League leader with 6 steals. Ramon Vasquez fanned to the first, and in the third grounded out to short. Pirates have put the leadoff man on base now 3 times. Morgan was caught stealing in the third on a close play, and on further review, he thought he got the left hand in there and should have been safe.
I thought the tag was on the top of his hand as his hand touched the bag.
Three and 0. Adrian Gonzalez hit a 2-run homer in the first for the Padres. And Robinson Diaz with a 2-out 2-run single in the fourth tied it for the Pirates. 3-1 pitch. That is the 4th walk allowed by Peavy today. And he's nearing 90 pitches. The way Peavy began this game, he really had electric stuff.
Oh my gosh, unhittable stuff. And it might be one of those days I can't read the mind of Jake Peavy, but I'm sure he still feels strong. It's just a matter of a centimeter here, a millimeter here as far as that release point, and not getting the pitches where he wants them to go.
And the inside corner to Moss for strike one.
I think it's natural. Sometimes guys have a tendency to overthrow a little bit. I'm not saying that's the case with Jake. Sometimes that happens.
On the left field side, that will fade foul into the seats. Well, an inning ago, the Pirates picked up a leadoff single and then a walk. Those two scored. Here in the fifth, a leadoff single and now a walk. It was Moss who led off the fourth inning with a single to center. Pops it up. Work backing up just onto the outfield grass. And one down in the top of the fifth. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter for the Pirates, first baseman Adam LaRoche.
You might see some shakers here early in the count. Or, in that matter, you might see a slider down in the zone to try to get that early grounder to get that double play ball.
Deep to right. Giles watches it and out of here. A 3-run home run for LaRoche, his 4th of the year. And the Pirates have taken a 5-2 lead. That's the first hit of the series for Adam LaRoche.
It looked like first pitch offering from Jake Peavy is a fastball. It's a two-seamer, and it just stays over the heart of the plate. Great extension from LaRoche. And that one hurts.
Peavy is now allowed a home run in all but one of his starts this season, and this being his 5th start of the year. Of course, it was a grand slam in the last start given up to the Giants and Edgar Renteria. Today now a 3-run blow from Adam LaRoche. Eric Hinsky batting. On the ground to David Eckstein. Able to get the out at first. 2 gone.
Well, that's always a good sign from any pitcher. After a 3-run home run, a big blow off the bat of LaRoche to come right back and get another guy who's got potential of hitting the ball out of the ballpark, and you get a grounder. Changeup. It's one of the pitches we haven't seen a lot of today from Jake. A lot of sinkers, a lot of sliders. He's got a good changeup.
Ball and a strike to Andy LaRoche. Andy is singled and struck out. Adam LaRoche's home run estimated 392 feet to right. That's low. 2-2. To the right of second base and Eckstein. But the Pirates get 3 runs in the inning on 2 hits. A 3-run home run from Adam LaRoche. Peavy scheduled to lead off when we return.
Mark it on your calendar, and the venue's great because you can get up and dance in the aisles, have a party, shake your groove thing. The food is great. Julio Iglesias later on, Pat Benatar, 3 Dog Night. Was Jeremiah really a bullfrog? And Kansas, carry on, my wayward son. Take it away, Mark Neely. Valley View's the best.
Didn't even drop a Jayhawk after doing the Kansas deal.
Nice. I just thought of that. Yeah. Big fan of Kansas, though. Three Dog Night still rocks. Mama told me not to come.
Great tune.
Oh.
Drew Macias pinch hitting. Fair pass first. And into foul ground on right. And he's going to try for three. The relay by Vasquez. The tag. And he is out. He stumbled a bit getting around second. And Macias out at third base.
Oh. This ball just over the bag, and then the race is on. Up over the mound. And watch the stumble around second base. Whoa, look out. And that was the difference in that play. Oh, that's a shame.
Top of the order, Jody Garrett. Rounded out in the first and Fan in the second. 9-4-5 on the put out at third base. And Vasquez scoops that up. 2 outs. So Peavy is finished after 5 innings. He allows 5 earned runs, 6 hits, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. But a pinch hit double for Drew Macias. Going out trying to stretch that into a triple.
You know, I could see where somebody like Macias would be a little over aggressive, trying to get 3. But lead off, take your 2. Lead off double. Take your chances trying to get him in. That's one way of looking at it.
Drew just recalled today. With pitcher Sean Hill placed on the disabled list. That hit by pitch in the third. His official at bat came in the first when he grounded out to short. Quickly 0-2. Allendorf buries one. It's scooped up by Diaz. So Ollendorf has to feel a lot different than the way this game began when he fell behind early 2-0 and Peavy was dealing.
Isn't it amazing how things just kind of switch?
It's out to right center field, and Hinsky cruises over. Momentum has certainly switched in this one. Still a long way to go, though. The end of 5. 5-2 Bucks.
Hey fans, start your weekend off with a bang with Friday Fireworks. Enjoy a spectacular fireworks show following every Friday home game.
That's right, Jody. Friday, May 15th. The next one at 7:05. Your Padres take on the Cincinnati Reds, and be sure to stay after the game for Friday Fireworks. You can get your tickets online at Padres.com/fireworks. Edward Mujica takes over on the mound, his 8th appearance of the season. A 1-1 record. And facing the bottom 3 in the Pirates order. Robinson Diaz leading off. He has a big hit in this game. A 2-out, 2-run single in the 4th that tied it for the Pirates. Since then, Adam LaRoche's 3-run homer in the 5th has given Pittsburgh the lead. A 2-run single in the 4th was Diaz's first hit of the season. With today being his first bats of the year. Rounding out his first time up in the 2nd. Mujica's 1-1. Out of play right side. So 5 innings for Peavy, 5 earned runs allowed, and 6 hits with 4 walks, 6 Ks. He threw right at 100 pitches. And his ERA actually will rise. It began the day at 5.13 and it goes to 5.75. And his last 2 starts has allowed 11 earned runs in his last 11 innings. Out to short, charged by Burke. Flips to first for out number 1. Mujica gets the leadoff man.
I mentioned it just as we went to break last half inning, how things have just turned 180. Ohlendorf early on couldn't find his release point. He was off with some pitches. Jake was absolutely electric. And then all of a sudden, the walks came to haunt Jake, and Ohlendorf pitching quite well the last 3 innings.
Bixler has walked and struck out. He lines one to center field. Garrett took a moment, now comes in and makes the catch. And always here, hardest one's the one right at you or straight at you, and there was an example of that.
It's kind of hard to get that read, as you were mentioning, Mark, at the line drive, and Jody Garrett straight in to make that glove hand grab. There's so much to read. The swing, the sound of the ball off the bat.
Ross Ohlendorf has grounded out to Eckstein twice at second base. Ohlendorf 0 for 7 on the season, and in his career 0 for 14. So searching for his first major league hit after coming up originally in the American League with the Yankees.
Speaking of the Yanks, oh, they don't play till later tonight, huh? I thought they may have.
Well, it's the Yanks and Red Sox, so
right.
Apparently that's what the nation must focus on, right?
I'm sure everything's got to stop.
Yeah, the world must stop.
Yeah.
Heath Bell fed us that information, so we have to pass that along, right? He's gotten some national pub.
I agree with him.
Yeah, that's a very good point. There are other great stories out there. There's 2 teams right here. What a very good stories in this 2009 season. Pirates go down in order. Good inning for Mujica.
Cheer us on when we battle the Cincinnati Reds Saturday, May 16th at 7:05 and receive your own Padres 6-pack cooler.
Indeed, Chase. All fans receive a free Padres 6-pack cooler presented by AM/PM. And get your tickets early. Go online and save at Padres.com. Ross Ohlendorf back to the mound for the Bucks here into the bottom of the 6th inning. And San Diego to send up the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Giles, Adrian Gonzalez, and Chase Headley. So this is a big part of this game, I would suspect here, Mud.
Oh, yeah. Chance for the Padres to get back in after the now the third time around for Giles, Gonzalez, and Headley. They've seen him twice.
First pitch swinging on the ground right to the second baseman, Vasquez. One pitch, one out. They'll send up Adrian Gonzalez, who went deep, very deep in his first at bat. The 2-run home run went 458 feet, becoming the longest home run in history at this ballpark, superseding this one hit by Andrew Jones off Chan Ho Park. So Adrian's first inning bomb of 458 feet, now the longest home run in Petco Park history.
I remember Russell Branyan hit one over by those palm trees, straight out Cox Alley, if you go beyond the Cox Communications sign.
That was the same length as Andrews that you just saw, actually.
Wow.
It was tied for the longest.
Look at those palm trees.
Towards the hole and past the down second baseman Vasquez, and Adrian has his second hit.
Well, maybe the Padre hitters are taking the approach where we should start swinging a little early. Brian Giles, first pitch grounder. Adrian Gonzalez swinging early. Swinging on the second pitch and getting the safety to right.
1 on, 1 out. Chase Headley. Ball one is low to Headley. Big rip and a miss. Chase fly to right in the first, hit in the third, grounded out to second. Ohlendorf misses high. Ohlendorf has pitched here into the 6th. He went 7 in his last start. He shut off baseball against Florida, allowed only 2 hits and threw 91 pitches. He's at 80 pitches here with 1 gone in the 6th. Bounce to first. Hanem LaRoche goes to Bixler. Back to LaRoche. 3-6-3 ends the inning. The second double play turned by the Pirates defense. At the end of 6 from Petco Park, it's 5-2 Pittsburgh. want in select seating categories and save with season ticket prices. Choose 7 weekend games and 6 weekday games. Plans start as low as $169. Call 619-795-5500 for your Padres Flex 13 plan. We progress to the top of the 7th. It is 5-2 Pirates. Top of the order up, Niger Morgan. A high strike from Edward Mujica. A single in the 3rd, a single in the 5th. The run scored for Morgan. Morgan, Vasquez, and Moss in the Pirates' 7th. Line to center field. Jody Garrett racing back, spins, gets to the warning track, and makes the grab. There's a little chest bump with the fence. Morgan, who's not a homer this year, hit that ball well to center field.
And you never know which way the wind's going to be blowing, and if it's going to be blowing at all, because that plays with the outfielders. You can see Jody Garrett twisting and turning and ultimately squeezing that one for the catch. That's a huge out, especially that first out, but the speed on the bases of Morgan keep him off.
Second baseman Ramon Vasquez is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored.
You know, one thing as I look back at this series, especially last night, those guys down in the Bucko bullpen a little bit too comfortable. You need to rattle them around down there. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is that the starters are going deep into the ball game. It happened last night, and then once again this afternoon. So those guys get a little bit too comfortable down there.
You'd like to see a little duress here soon, huh?
Right.
Well, Ohlendorf, the Pirates starter, has thrown only 27 pitches in the last 3 innings combined, throwing only 7 pitches in each of the last 2 innings. So he's gone deep into this game. 14 Padre hitters in this game have seen 3 pitches or less. A 2-2 pitch. That's fading towards center field and drops in. Vasquez singles with 1 out. Let's take a look at our NL leaderboard presented by Avalanche Heating and Cooling. Your comfort is our priority. Most innings pitched by starters this season. The Pirates. Well, from what we've seen in this series, I guess that's no big surprise.
And the relievers like that. They're getting extra rest down there, especially with guys like Zach Duke.
8 1/3 last night for Duke.
5 relievers were used on Friday night when the Padres won 4-3.
A game that did go into the 11th inning. Left fielder Brandon Moss. Right in on his fist.
92, 94 on the fists. That's tough to catch up to, and a good location by Mujica. Just bury it. Go in there. Be aggressive. You hit him, you hit him.
You own that inside corner, don't you?
I've got 2 philosophies.
Runner going, and it's fouled to play.
I've got 2 philosophies in life. One is throw the ball in the inner part of the plate. They can get out of the way. And when you're driving, they've got brakes. That's my philosophy. My wife's like, hey, you're being too aggressive on the road. What's going on? They've got brakes.
So defensive driving isn't exactly.
No,
one of
I'm
your
a very
philosophies.
defensive driver.
0-2 count on Brandon Moss. I'm sure I could find some more philosophies of yours if I really dug down. Foul tip hung on to by Blanco, the strikeout. Number 2 for Mujica, 2 outs.
Once again, challenge him with the fastball. Outside corner. Oh, muy tarde. Huh? Very late on the fastball.
That'll bring up Adam LaRoche, who clubbed one 392 feet into the right field seats in the 5th. His first hit of the series. It's given the Pirates the 3-run lead. Even though he had not picked up a hit prior to that home run, he had walked 5 times in the series, including twice earlier today. He jumps out of the way of that one. Roche now up to 13 RBIs on the season. Vasquez at first with 2 outs. Adam LaRoche has that very distinct, what would you call it, a timing mechanism? The way he'll point the bat out.
Right. Everybody has their own little gauge of getting ready.
Didn't really do it there. 2-2. If the pitcher hesitates, then LaRoche will kind of point that bat out.
Like Ichiro. Ichiro does
Right.
that. He extends the
There you
hand
go.
out like that. Yeah.
Two strikeouts an inning for Mujica. 1 out single and a man stranded. 5 left on now by Pittsburgh. It's 7th inning stretch time.
Tampa.
That's it.
That's it, just the 3.
Kuzmanov leading off the bottom of the 7th.
Looked like a curveball from Ohlendorf. Has he been hiding that in his back pocket?
Breaking that out late.
Bottom of the toolbox. See, seekers and sliders all day.
To left field, Moss a few steps back. One out. And again for Ohlendorf. Only needed a couple of pitches. Been very efficient. We'll send up Henry Blanco, the catcher.
Well, the Padres had a chance to get him early, but they could not capitalize, especially in that second inning when there were 2 men left on base, second and third. Had a hit batsman to start the 3rd inning. And then there was a double play roll. And after that, Ohlendorf has been money.
A pinch hit double by Macias, but thrown out at 3rd.
Yep.
Trying to stretch that leading off the 5th. John Grabo beginning to loosen for the Pirates. That darts down into the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Still under 90 pitches. Two-one pitch. Look out. A little inside. 3-1.
That's a heavy sinker. That's only at 89. I shouldn't say only, because 89 is, that's firm. But it looks like Ohlendorf, being, his arm action and his body type, he throws a heavy sinker.
Sharply on the ground at 3rd, and Andy LaRoche. With 2 gone now in the 7th. Ohlendorf rolling right along.
You think they call him the Dorf? Like Fred the Dorf Dorfman?
I bet he's heard that.
Oli?
Bet he's heard that.
Tiger? Being from Princeton? Probably not.
Sure. Well, Princeton Tigers. It's bunted foul by Burke. It's funny, when you and I went to the Letterman show in New York, remember he did the top 10 list, and it was about Somali pirates.
That's right.
And one of the listings on there in the top 10 was something about Ross Ohlendorf. No, wait, that's about Pittsburgh Pirates. Remember that? Ross
That's
Ohlendorf.
right. That's right. He made the big time.
Yeah, he was on the Letterman show. Made
That's
the top 10
right.
list. We happen to be sitting in the audience.
That's right.
And most people in the audience were like, who's Ross Ohlendorf?
Yeah.
Well, everybody here in San Diego's learning that today. Yeah, throwing 6 2/3 innings of quality baseball.
Sun shining today, so you got to protect yourself from the UVs, and that's a sweet looking lid. This guy is just with his buddies having a good old time. Was that John Weisbarth?
It could have been midnight.
You've seen Midnight's act out in the sun in spring training. That is not midnight. We have confirmation on that.
Will that SD be there lighter when he tans?
Yep.
When he comes on? 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Would really like to get to that number 9 spot, pinch hitter on deck, Scott Hairston. Maybe Chris Burke has worked the count nicely the times he's gotten up. Maybe a couple walks, and Scott Hairston, who's got a flair for the dramatics. So I guess what I'm trying to say, Neely.
You want a bloop and a blast?
Can I spell it out any other way?
No.
All right.
Bloop and a blast. Scotty waiting on deck. The pitcher's spot Mujica due up next.
And when I refer to you as to your last name, I don't think I'm disrespecting you. It's kind of like a term of endearment.
No disrespect taken.
Like, hey, Grant.
No disrespect taken.
Because we're both Marks.
Right.
Hey, Neely, it happens all the time.
When we were at the Madres luncheon yesterday, I thought it was kind of humorous and original. One of the folks there called us the Marx Brothers.
Nice.
Did you hear that?
I did.
You did?
Thought that was really original.
So who's Harpo? Ollendorf gets Burke to chase one down low. And they throw to first to complete the strikeout. Ross Ollendorf gave up the 2-run homer early to Adrian Gonzalez, but since then has been dominating. 5-2 Pittsburgh after 7. Inning at Petco Park. Make sure you enter for your chance to win the Jerome's Best Seat. Go online at jeromes.com. Hey, folks. Clay Meredith will try to keep this a 3-run game as he takes the hill in the top of the 8th inning. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters come up for Pittsburgh. Hinsky, Andy LaRoche, and Robinson Diaz. Two scoreless innings for Mujica. 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, his line. Hinsky has struck out twice and also grounded out. Play misses away. This is the rubber game of the 3-game series. Padres hit the road again after the contest. Head to Colorado.
You mentioned Mujica, 2 quality innings, only 1 hit. That's something that he could grow upon and look at in the future and say, you know what, I did some pretty good pitching against a good team that's been hitting the ball extremely well lately.
And fan 3, that's up the middle. Tough play at close, but an infield hit for Hinsky. Just to make that close took a good play from David Eckstein.
I didn't even think David Eckstein was going to get it at this baseball, let alone get a throw off like he did. That was a quality play all the way around.
The jump throw.
Yep.
And the leadoff man reaches for the 4th time in the game for the Pirates.
David Eckstein, the little train that could, huh?
And does.
The more and more I get to know him, I had a chance to interview him yesterday for the Padres magazine show coming up. downtown baseball experience. And I have to say, no disrespect to any other Friars wearing uniforms, favorite Friar right now. Told me a little bit about his family growing up, the way he plays the game, influences in his life. Great guy.
There's a strike. Well, his background, I don't know if not being there to hear the interview, he has several members of his family who have been affected by a kidney disorder.
That's one of the things we talked about, and it's an unbelievable story.
And have had numerous kidney transplants in his family.
Yep.
He is now one of those.
Yeah, he got checked out. He's fine.
Little looper, and there goes Zach out into right center field, and that's going to get over his head. A diving attempt. Giles picks it up. And 2 on, nobody out.
Good read off the bat of that slider. David Eckstein with his numbers to the infield and just cannot come up with it. And that's another thing about David Eckstein. Like a lot of guys, I mean, we see Brian Giles dive into walls and sacrifice their bodies. David Eckstein is going to do that no matter if the score is 1-0 or 10-0.
Robinson Diaz looking to bunt them over, and Mujica spins around and will take the out at first. Or Meredith, that is. Nonetheless, Clay got a look at pretty much every play he had on his plate there and took the out at first.
I remember learning something in high school from a coach of mine. When in doubt, get the out. Get the for sure out. He could have maybe thought about going somewhere else, but you don't want this to turn into a huge inning. Now with the sinker ball pitcher Meredith, the infield would be brought in. Try to hold that runner at third base and second base.
Brian Bixler, the shortstop, takes that low. Bixler, who got into town late morning, just recalled from AAA Indianapolis after the Pirates put Jack Wilson on the disabled list. Meredith hits the outside corner, 2-1.
Boy, back in the day, it would have been a tough jaunt for Bixler when the Hawaii Islanders were the AAA club for the Pirates.
Giles angling into the corner. Unable to get it, and Hinsky and LaRoche scooting around. Brian Bixler with a 2-run double to make it 7-2 Pittsburgh. Off the plane to the ballpark and knocks in 2.
Sinker outer half, and he goes after that ball nicely. And Brian Giles could not get a glove on that ball. Looked like he was playing shallow in right field. Maybe the Padre defender is not really aware of the pop off of the bat, going the opposite way of Bixler.
Ollendorf batting for himself here in the top of the 8th.
Because when you think about it, Bixler, there's really probably not a lot of scouting reports on him, so you just play him a certain way. Now the Padres will put that in their scouting report. They'll take a look at the pitch on video and alter their scouting reports accordingly.
A game of adjustments.
Yep.
One and 2 on Ollendorf. He's grounded out twice and struck out. So 7 unanswered runs now from the Pirates since Adrian Gonzalez's 2-run home run in the first. And Ollendorf will take a seat and concentrate on the bottom of the inning. First strikeout for Meredith. Top of the order, Niger Morgan has singled twice and scored once. It hit one deep to center field his last time up before it was run down by Jody Garrett. Pittsburgh now is 7 runs on 10 hits. The Padres 2 runs on 4 hits.
Yeah, I know we mentioned the bullpen again for Pittsburgh and the lack of relievers out of the bullpen last night and this afternoon. After this game here, the Pirates will jet to Milwaukee to play the Brewers. So it looks like their bullpen will be well rested for that Milwaukee series.
Now, the Pirates have made the most of opportunities, especially 2-out opportunities. They got their 2 runs in the 4th with 2 outs. It was a 1-out 3-run homer by Adam LaRoche in the 5th. And that one gets Niger Morgan.
Well, you know, it's kind of tough when a guy strides and you've got your momentum and you've got your weight out in front. I mean, it looks like Morgan did not make an attempt to try to get out of the way there, but I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt because when you're concentrating and watching the pitch, you stride, you set, your weight is on that foot. It's kind of tough to get out of the way on that one.
Two on, 2 outs, Ramon Vasquez. Takes strike 1. He walked and scored in the 5th and singled to center in the 7th. There have been instances, you don't see it a whole lot. You know, you may go a whole season without a player being called back on that.
Right.
Where they get hit by a pitch without trying to get out of the way, and the home plate umpire is saying, no, come back. That's hit towards the hole. Burt, long throw, stretched by Avery, and they get it. Pirates had 2, though, on the Bixler 2-run double. 9 1-2 hitters coming up for San Diego. The Honda dealers of San Diego County. Visit us on the web at sdhondadealers.com. 5:15 Pacific tomorrow. From Colorado, Chris Young against Jason Hamill. Hamill was picked up by the Rockies from the Tampa Bay Rays late in the spring in a trade. Pitcher spot due up. So Edgar Gonzalez will pinch hit for San Diego to begin the bottom of the 8th. And he hits the first pitch hard in deep left field.
Yeah.
Will it have enough? Yes! First of the year for Edgar Gonzalez. A pinch hit home run, and it's 7-3. So the Gonzalez brothers have both gone deep today.
Way to swing it, Gar. Oh, inner half, middle in, and don't leave it there. Into the lower basket. A tisket, a tasket, it's in the lower basket.
Ollendorf will depart. And the left-hander Graybo will come on. A Pirates pitching change. Brought to you by the Cadillac dealers. See the new hometown Padres, 23 branches in San Diego County. Our mission is your mission. Here's John Graybo. First pitch grounded out for the second baseman Vasquez. And he gets Jody Garrett. One gone in the bottom of the 8th.
John Graybo is their setup guy, their left-handed specialist. Fastball, slider, and a change from the left-hander. Always going from the third base side of the rubber. Once again, when you go from the third base side, especially facing a lot of righties, if you do face righties, and they counter with that, looks like you're going right at that hip pocket with his body, but the left arm side towards the outside part of the plate. Now, a lefty, on the other hand, you get that angle straight at the outside corner.
Old foul by Eckstein. Hit by pitch in the third. He's also grounded to short. It fly to right. 7-3 Pirates leading, last to the 8th. Right center field. Morgan. And he allows the right fielder Hinsky to make the catch. 2 gone. Well, the Pirates starter Ross Ollendorf equals a season high, actually a career high, 7 innings. Facing one batter in the 8th. 3 earned runs, 5 hits, 3 walks, 2 Ks. Giles takes outside. Eckstein held hitless to this point after that fly ball to right, 0 for 3, so his 8-game hitting streak in jeopardy of ending. Ryan singled ahead of the Adrian Gonzalez home run in the first. And is 1 for 3, and he belts one towards right center field. Morgan going back, reaches up and makes the grab. The leadoff pinch hit home run by Edgar Gonzalez. We've played 8. art, the reflection off the convention center. And we're heading into the top of the 9th inning. Pittsburgh leading 7-3. And here's Luis Perdomo.
And for Luis Perdomo, as I check my notes, back-to-back outings. Night game last night, one solid inning. He struck out a Pirate batter. That was in the 9th. It was a 1-2-3 inning. We'll see how he reacts tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. You take a look at his numbers. Live arm. Hard sinker. Mid-90s. And you know, games like this, obviously you want to throw a bagel up there, but with each outing, I think Perdomo will just get better and better, and the confidence starts to breed a little bit, and then you never know. The more he gets out there and is successful, they may put him in other situations.
Good test for him here, facing the 3, 4, and 5 batters, Moss, Adam LaRoche, and Eric Kinski. Well, that's all part of the development. You have to have a pitcher prove that he can pitch in those situations, right?
Yep.
A check swing and a pitch that's low. Perdomo becomes the 4th pitcher of the game for San Diego. Moss singled and scored in the 4th. And overall is 1 for 4. 3-1. In the air to left center field. And a play for Chase Headley. Perdomo making a good pitch on 3-1 to get Moss to begin the top of the 9th. Cleanup hitter Adam LaRoche has a big hit in this game. A 3-run homer to right in the 5th that snapped a 2-2 tie. This is his 4th home run of the season. And it's given him 13 RBIs.
That was on the first pitch of the at-bat, too.
Went up there hacking. That came off Peavy, who went 5 innings today. Perdomo gets a different baseball.
And if you notice, Perdomo, he starts off LaRoche. That first pitch that he missed for a ball was a slider, knowing that he likes the first pitch fastball.
At 92, a strike, 2-1. Looking ahead to the San Diego 9th, it's Adrian Gonzalez, Chase Headley, and Kevin Kuzminoff. Here's an interesting note. The Padres today have had only one opportunity to bat with a runner in scoring position. That was with Jody Garrett in the 2nd when he came up with runners at 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. That's to deep right field. LaRoche making a bid for his 2nd of the day and has it. A 4 RBI game for Adam LaRoche. Eight to 3 Pirates. Took it to the short porch and right. And he's hit numbers 4 and 5 on the year.
2-2 pitch, and that, you know what? That looked like it had a little bit of a wrinkle in it, but it was elevated. You're not going to get away with too many mistakes.
Kinski flies to center for the 2nd out. And lady got herself the home run ball. Now Andy LaRoche.
By the way, Marco, we received a press release before the game, it's worth mentioning, Padres today announced that former manager Dick Williams has been elected into the Padres Hall of Fame. Will be inducted August 8th before the game that day against the Mets. Of course, Dick Williams was inducted into Cooperstown recently. Managed here in San Diego from 82 to 85. So congratulations to Dick Williams.
So we'll look forward to that ceremony.
August 8th.
Certainly that makes perfect sense.
Absolutely. So he will be joining Buzzy Bavasi, Nate Colbert, Jerry Coleman, Tony Gwynn, Randy Jones, Ray Kroc, and Dave Winfield. 8 members in the Padre Hall of Fame.
Up high from Perdomo, 2-2. Pirates looking to take the rubber game of this 3-game series. It would be their 7th win in their last 9 games. And pull them within a game and a half of the Cardinals. St. Louis lost today to the Cubs 10-3. That's a rocket, but Eckstein caught it as it was sinking. Home run by Adam LaRoche, though, is second of the game. Last chance for the Padres coming up as we'll go to the bottom of the 9th. Pittsburgh in the rubber game of this 3-game series. John Grabo will try to finish it off for the Pirates. 4, 5, and 6 hitters up. Adrian Gonzalez, Chase Headley, Kevin Kuzminoff. Here's Adrian leading off. 2 for 2 with a walk. It's the first pitch down the left field side. A long run. Moss into the corner and sliding and makes the catch.
That was a long run.
Very long run for Brandon Moss. And went into the shadow there in the left field corner and came away with it.
He's playing Adrian Gonzalez over towards the left center field gap, being the left-handed hitter that he is. Nicely done by Moss.
0-1 to Chase Headley.
Moss getting some grass stains on those pants.
Not a Moss stain.
I wonder if he has a brother named Pete.
I don't think his parents are that cruel, are they? One count on Headley. 8-3 Pirates last of the 9th. Well, the Rockies did beat the Dodgers today 10-4. So a Padre loss would keep them 2.5 back of LA. It ends a Rockies 3-game losing streak. They'd also lost 8 of their last 10 going into today. And the Padres will see the Rockies tomorrow night. A full count now on Headley. Chase sends it down the line and right. It's slicing foul. Chris Young will make the start tomorrow night for the Rockies, going for his 3rd win, and Jason Hamill will go for the Rockies, I should say. Chris Young for the Padres. Hamill came over in a trade from the Rays late in spring training and has pitched very well for Colorado. Going up after it, and Headley strikes out, 2 outs. 5:15 airtime tomorrow with the Honda Dealers pregame show. Again, Chris Young against Jason Hamill. Cruz 0 for 2 with a walk. Walked in the 2nd, grounded out in the 4th, and flied to left in the 7th. Padres go on the road to Colorado for 3, then to LA for 4. Before coming home for 4, 2 against Colorado, 2 against Arizona, and then back out on the road. So if the Padres are to succeed and continue this good beginning, they'll have to continue to play well on the road. Down to their last strike. That'll do it. And the Pirates win it 8-3 and take the rubber game of the series. Buddy Black's Padres fall to 10-8. And the